Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to Podsession, and this is another amazing session that we are going to have a discussion that we are going to learn, to inspire, and also to improve the lives of other people through our conversation. I'm so happy this afternoon to present to you an amazing guest who will be sharing to us more about science and technology and what he has been doing. Right now, I'm inside Grand Valley State University, and you can see how the weather is a bit cold here. It's a bit cold, but we are managing it, and we're about to have this conversation and also to get to know more about him and his journey and how he found himself here in Grand Valley State University. So stay tuned and help me welcome Brian into this show.
Jesse, how are you?
Welcome, man. How are you doing? I'm very fine. How about you?
I'm good.
Glad to have you. You can have a seat.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, welcome to Podsession.
Thank you.
This is a space where we tell about our stories, because our stories can only be told by us, because we know them best than any other person.
Oh, yeah.
So we are glad to have you today. How is your day? It's a bit cold here.
It's a bit chilly, but this is Michigan weather, typical Michigan weather. In fact, it's a bit hot compared to how it normally is.
Really? And that's I can see it's a bit hot right now, and the way it's cold.
Yeah, it's freezing.
All right. We are very glad to have you today, and in this space, it's all about, today we are going to have a conversation, and it will be guided by this topic about science and technology. Yeah. And I know it's a very huge topic, and a lot of people have talked about it, but we would like to hear from someone who is actually in this field, and to also share some ideas and knowledge about tech and science as well. And maybe someone who is inspiring maybe to venture in this field can also have a chance to hear from you. So before we do that, please tell us, what is your name and where do you come from?
Okay, so my name is Brian.
Yes.
I'm from Eldoret.
Yeah.
So I came to Grand Valley. This is my first year in Grand Valley. I came in January.
Yeah.
I'm almost completing my master's course. I'm completing in winter. That's next year, April.
Great.
Yeah, and I'm studying cybersecurity.
Wow, so you came to the US in January this year?
I came in January.
Wow, and why did you choose Grand Valley?
For me, I chose Grand Valley because I felt like I wanted to come to a university that is a bit in the rural areas, not so very overwhelmed with the city life, because I also needed some time to adjust to the United States. So I wanted somewhere with a bit low-key, so that I can compose myself before I move into the big city.
I believe there are so many universities in the US. You have just said that you decided to come to Grand Valley State University. How is life in Grand Valley? It's almost now close to an year, if I can do my math well. So how has life been here?
Life in Grand Valley has been amazing.
Yes.
Getting to the United States, I thought it was going to be overwhelming, but people here in Grand Valley are so welcoming. Michigan people are so friendly.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, when I got here, I felt like I was at home.
Oh, wow. Now, I believe that you're doing your graduate studies right here, right?
Yeah.
So tell us, in which field are you in? Are you doing your master's program?
I'm doing my master's in cybersecurity.
And then I think we have the right person here, because we had promised our listeners that we'll have someone to talk about science and technology, and I believe cybersecurity is one of that space in that field, right?
Yeah.
So before we just go into that, how is life compared to Kenya? How is life in the US compared to Kenya?
Life in the US
so far, in terms of education, in terms of education, and maybe the programs here, how is it?
So the major difference that I picked from student life in Kenya compared to the United States is most of the classes here are a bit hands-on compared to Kenya.
Okay.
If maybe you are doing a cybersecurity course, if you're doing something about programming, software development, software testing, it's hands-on. You're given all these facilities. You have the labs, you have everything, you have the server rooms.
Yeah, sure.
So it's a bit hands-on compared to Kenya. In Kenya, mostly you'll be using your personal computers most of the time.
Yes.
Or you'll not have access to all these good facilities.
Yeah.
But it's not that I'm saying that education in Kenya is not bad, but here you get the best of the best.
Wow. It's amazing to hear that. And have you ever missed any class in the US?
One or two, because maybe some I had prior engagements, but
Yes.
they have a policy here, like
Yes.
you should not miss around more than 80% of your class.
Okay.
So in some classes, the professors monitor the attendance.
Okay.
So you should at least try to make at least 80% of your classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's quite interesting. Then in your undergraduate, what did you do in your undergraduate?
My undergraduate, I did my undergraduate in information technology.
Okay.
From University of Eldoret.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So at LD Water,
Yeah.
you're watching, this is one of you guys here.
Yeah, one interesting fact is that we studied at the same university with U.S.A. He was doing informatics.
I never wanted him to mention that, but he has already done that. Yeah. Yeah, actually we were in this, we used to share some classes back then, but he came here before me. You can hear that is, what do you call that one?
Oh, that's the tower, the clock tower.
The clock tower. It's making some interesting noises.
Yeah,
Don't
it rings
worry about
every
that.
15 minutes.
After every 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have not seen such kind of towers around here. It's like we just have very few.
They are very rare. Actually, in the United States right now, I think there are only like 100 such towers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Back to the story. Now, you graduated in University of Eldoret for your undergraduate, and then what made you to inspire to come to the US to do your master's? What propelled your dream to come to study in the US?
For me, I felt like I wanted to specialize in something, something that I felt like I didn't have the adequate skills or something that I felt like I wanted to specialize in, and that was cybersecurity. I felt like cybersecurity is one of the most important aspects of tech right now.
Yes.
Because everything is digital right now. Everything is being handled in the internet, in the online platforms.
Yes.
And these platforms need to be secure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. That for my case, when I decided to come and do my graduate studies here, I happened to work in a corporate world where I saw a lot of opportunities in terms of this space we are calling science and technology, and that made me to have this urge to come and study here. Did you have an experience maybe in the corporate world back in the country?
Oh yeah. I had like a year's experience in the corporate industry. I was at the Kenya Revenue Authority for my internship.
Wow, and why did you decide to quit KRA?
As I said, I just wanted to specialize in something, also broaden my knowledge.
Okay.
So that when I get back, I have like an edge on something.
Yeah, great. So you worked for how long in KRA?
I worked for close to a year.
Okay.
Actually, I worked at KRA and resigned just almost a month before I came here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Was it hard for you to find a university here in the US, or maybe for your relocation? Was it hard?
Oh, it was not hard. If you have the proper documents, it's easy. Okay. If you have a good score in your transcripts back in Kenya, also if you have done this standardized exams like GMAT, GRE, it's going to be easy for you, because also universities in the US are looking for students.
Oh yeah, sure. So you have to have a very good GPA, right?
Yeah, you need to have a good GPA.
A very good GPA, and also maybe do these standardized exams like you've mentioned, the GMAT and the GRE, right?
Oh yeah.
So if someone is interested to come in this other part of the world to do maybe graduate or postgraduate studies, you have to have that in mind, right?
Oh yeah, you have to have that in mind, but it's not necessarily for all courses you need to do like a standardized exam. It depends on what you're coming to study. Most of the STEM courses, you have to do those standardized exams. But if you are not into STEM, the transcripts are just enough for you.
Oh wow. So I believe everyone who wishes to come to this side of the world should give it a shot, right?
Yeah, you should definitely give it a shot.
Now, our topic today is all about science and technology. And today I think we're going to major most in cybersecurity, because that is the field that I believe you're so much vast in. So can you maybe tell someone who've never heard about cybersecurity, what is cybersecurity? Okay,
basically cybersecurity is we study how to protect systems, online systems, protect network infrastructure.
Yes.
Basically, it's just about security online.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're securing them from maybe
from attackers, from hackers. Yeah.
Yes. All right, that sounds to be a very technical course.
It's technical, but it depends on what you want to focus on. Like cybersecurity is divided into two.
Yes.
Cybersecurity management,
Yes.
and the cybersecurity Masters of Science in Cybersecurity.
Okay.
So cybersecurity management mostly deals with the policies, the policies that you have to keep in place
Yeah.
to secure these systems.
Okay.
Then when you come to Masters of Science in Cybersecurity,
Yes.
that's the technical part, where now you build these systems.
Okay.
You code these systems,
Yes.
you design them.
Yes.
That's where the Masters in Cybersecurity comes, Masters of Science in Cybersecurity comes in.
Wow, so that's what you're doing. That's now is your concentration.
Yeah, my concentration is on the technical aspect.
And how is the job market? Have you done maybe any research about the job market here in the US or even back in the country?
Oh, the job market, yeah.
Yeah, because someone might be interested to know, yes,
Yeah.
I want to come and do this cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Then what is the job market? Where is the job market at the moment?
The job market, I would say it's good because
Yes.
the COVID-19 pandemic brought people to be online. A lot of people came online. A lot of jobs moved from in person to
Yes.
online.
Yes.
So the online space became broad.
Okay.
And also attackers, or rather hackers,
Yes.
or like saw this as an opportunity to exploit
Yes.
systems,
Yes.
because everything was done online.
Yes.
So right now, many companies are trying to invest a lot of their resources in
Yes.
protecting their clients, protecting their employees.
Yes.
So right now, cybersecurity is a hot field right now.
Yes.
And also companies, even post-COVID,
Yes.
many companies have decided to stick on working from online. So the space is quite big. The opportunities are there.
Yes.
It's just for you to get the right skills,
Yes.
have an edge over other candidates, and you'll get a job.
I believe my listener and our listener is getting this from the horse's mouth, that
Yeah.
the space is quite huge, right? That we cannot be able to explore it fully because
Yeah.
I believe systems are being created now
Yeah.
and then, day in, day out.
Day in, day out.
So, and attackers will usually be try to hack these systems, right?
Yeah, they usually try to attack these systems, try to find exploits to these systems, and how they can benefit from those exploits.
There are these kind of people who say that science and technology is so hard that they cannot even they don't fit in that field. And how can you maybe talk to that kind of a person who says science is hard? Science, typically, like cybersecurity, is hard.
Yeah.
How can you demystify that theory?
First thing I would say is that you should put away that mentality that science or technology is hard. Just put it away. Just, if you have the drive, if you have the right mindset,
Yes.
it's going to be easy for you. Because here, as I said earlier, there's a lot of resources.
Sure.
If you come and you have the right mindset,
Yeah.
you will learn, and you'll be good in what you're trying to do.
Wow. So you're telling everyone who wants to major or maybe to focus in the field of science,
Yeah.
they should give a shot to cybersecurity.
Yeah, you should definitely give it a shot. Just know what space you want to get in.
Yeah.
Specialize on that particular space, because you don't need to know everything.
Yeah.
Just focus on what you see yourself achieving in your career,
Yes.
and you'll be good.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. And maybe I was just doing my research, and I found that in January of this year, you were featured in Champs Media. It's one of the TV show back in the country.
Oh, yeah.
How was the feeling?
The feeling was wonderful.
Or maybe someone who doesn't know what this is all about, maybe you can tell us what made you to be featured in that space.
So I was featured in that space because I think just you talked about it in your previous podcast about Bob Mwiti.
Yes.
So I was lucky enough to know Bob Mwiti earlier. I think it was around 3 years ago, where he introduced me to his program, what he was trying to achieve,
Yes.
to bring brilliant students to the United States.
Yes.
And I followed him, so that he had a good plan for us, and
Yes.
basically just joined his program.
Yeah, sure.
After that,
You got yourself in the... my question was, how did you feel when you were featured in Champs Media as one of the brilliant Kenyan students who were able to relocate very easily from Kenya to the United States of America through this program that is being run by Bob Mwiti? How was the feeling?
the feeling was wonderful. I felt great.
Did you get maybe so many Kenyans maybe trying to contact you, maybe in social media, trying to get in touch with you?
Yeah. Like I became a village celebrity for a while. Like I got so many messages, some congratulatory messages from a lot of people.
Yeah.
It felt good. And I also felt like I was inspiring other people. Like
sure.
if people can see that Brian, this guy, we've been get together with him, and all of a sudden he's flying to the United States to study his masters. I felt like I could have, I inspired also other people.
Yeah.
Because I also like recommended the program to other people, and right now, my cousin is in the United States, came in August. My friend Anthony, he's coming in 2 weeks. He's coming to Grand Valley State.
Great, through the same program?
Through the same program.
Wow, so it's just an amazing program. And I said in my previous Podsession that we are not just telling you just to come through the same program. We're just telling you that we are witnesses who've come through the same program. And you can just go and research. And if you find that the information that this guy called Bob Mwiti is okay and it's good for you, then you can just give it a shot, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So you have your cousin who's coming in 2 weeks' time?
And my cousin is already here.
Is he coming?
He's already here.
Oh, okay.
I think you met him. Albert, you remember Albert?
Albert, yeah. The guy from Wisconsin.
Yeah, the guy from Wisconsin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so Anthony, my friend, my neighbor, we studied with Anthony in primary.
Yeah.
So he's coming. He's coming in December.
Wow. He's coming to Grand Valley State.
Grand Valley State University.
Wow, we can't wait to have him on the show as well. Once he come here, we will just definitely bring him here on board, and he'll be able to share his experience as well. So before we wind up, Brian, there's this group of people who still will not believe that coming to the US is more easier if you have maybe a direction that you want to focus in, and also who will not believe that cybersecurity is a field that maybe they should give a trial. How would you say to that kind of a person?
So what I would say to that kind of a person is that just start by believing in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself that you can actually achieve more. Yeah. Just know what you want to do.
Yes.
Set the objectives of what you want to do, and also have a plan on how to meet these objectives.
Wow.
And if you do all that, for sure, you'll meet your goals.
Wow. Do you miss home?
I miss home. I won't lie.
Yes. So are you planning any plans to go back home?
Yeah, I'm planning to go back home maybe in summer of 2023. That's in maybe April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After your graduation.
After
Actually,
I graduate.
He said he's graduating in 2023, right?
Yeah, I'm graduating.
Yeah. We will be very glad to have you again in this session as you wind up your studies here, your graduate studies here, and also share more of how the journey has been from the start to the end. We'll be very happy to have you. Maybe as we wind up, and now I would just request you to look at the camera and maybe say one word to your colleagues that you studied with, to any other person maybe who is knowing you for the first time and would like to come to the US, not primarily to study, but maybe would have a vision to come to the US, maybe for work purposes, for studies. What can you say to them? Maybe in the last few words.
I can tell them that you should come to the United States. The United States is a land of opportunities. When you get here, you're going to see them. There are a lot of opportunities. And just believe in yourself. Believe that you can achieve more, and everything will work for you.
Wow, thank you very much, Brian, for coming to Jesse Podsession. We really appreciate for your presence here, and we are happy. And we know that your story will be able to inspire someone else who has a dream of coming here but doesn't know where to start from. And maybe for that person who still want maybe to know more about Brian, I'll be sharing his social media handle on the description button, on the description section, where you can interact with him directly. And also, if you would like to know more about relocating to the US, I said you can check on my other YouTube, on my other podcast session where I shared Bob Mwiti's YouTube channel, where they can interact with him directly and also be able to know more about this Kenya Airlift program and how to get into here. So thank you very much, Brian, for coming here. We really appreciate. We wish you a very good stay in the US as well as you finalize your studies here in the US. And we can't wait to come and storm your graduation come in April.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining this session.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good time, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.